this show with you reading that post, because it's truly, I mean, it's spectacular, and it's so deep and so authentic. And I think that we're going to throw out your Instagram again, A Mom's Guide to Traveling Baja.
Yeah.
A Mom's Guide to Traveling
Baja.
One. Exactly.
Yeah.
And people should seek your site out, because I think it's really today's post was just amazing. It really is. It really is. And so in a world full of glitz and filters, and I hate to say, look at me BS. You're a deep dive into authenticity, and I'm delighted to be sitting here talking with you in person.
Well, I was talking to my husband about this. I was like, gosh, it's so tricky, because I get the most likes on the pictures of me, but I always feel like really weird posting pictures of myself, like, okay, like this is a really cute picture of myself, and I'm in Baja, and I look really happy, and okay, I'm going to post a picture of myself, but I always feel kind of weird, like, so I do it every so often. But where were we? I got lost track.
We were actually hoping to get on to your top 3 or your Baja priorities, or where are you heading next?
Where am I heading next? Oh, that's so hard. If we had the AAA map here, I could maybe say, it's been a while since I was over at San Francisco. I don't know if we could get over there. That would be cool. It'd be really cool, I guess, if we did like that'd be a cool loop. If we could go down, see the whales, and then head over to San Francisco and maybe El Barril. Yeah. I know I hadn't wrapped my head around it, but if we go down for President's Day weekend, maybe we'll do that. I'm just coming up with it right now. I really want to get out to Punta Banda over there. It's been years since I've been out there. I also, it just kills me, because a lot of these places, before I started my Instagram, we were going out to these places and I just wasn't taking pictures, or if I did, I wasn't thinking about the Instagram. But we went out to La Bufadora, and I took some really killer videos and pictures of those sand hot springs you dig out. And then in a Baja meltdown. This is the ultimate Baja meltdown. I was really tired. I had gotten this nasty cold, and we'd driven all the way from San Juanico up to Ensenada, and I wanted a hotel room, and my husband wanted to drive home, and we were just really going at it. Kids had been on the tablets all day, and we were, the tension was there. I mean, I'm being real here.
Been there.
Family tension was there. And we stop at El Trilero, we grab some tacos, and I'm like, I want a hotel. He's, and the kids aren't getting off the tablet. And I'm like, if you don't get off that tablet right now, I'm throwing the tablet out the window. The kid is not getting off the tablet. So I literally, I have to follow through. I throw the tablet out the window. It's in a case, and of course the tablet goes out the window, and all of the customers at El Trilero turn around in shock, right? Imagine what's this tablet getting thrown out the window? So there's this silent shock going around. And then, of course, I get out of the car, I pick it up. Everybody's, it's a total scene. And as I get back in the car, my phone is I don't realize it's half out the door, and I crack the phone in the door, and I lose all of my photos. El Barril, San Francisco, LA Bay, La Bufadora, those hot springs there, so many. It was an epic trip. The whales, so now I basically have to redo that whole trip.
So your husband didn't learn a happy wife is a happy life and what Mama wants?
Oh,
Everybody's
no.
happy on that one?
Oh, no. After that meltdown, he drove me directly to La Fonda and got me a very nice hotel bed.
Ooh, yeah, it's just not worth it.
He bought me the most wonderful pancake breakfast the next morning, or chilaquiles. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, just not worth having Mom be unhappy.
No.
Yeah. Not at our house.
Oh, no, that was, we always joke that was the ultimate Mexico meltdown right there. Yeah. So.
And so on that, you're camping. You've got a rooftop tent now, which is pretty glammy.
Mm-hmm.
You're camping. You're in hotels. How do you mix it up?
Once again, it's kind of just depends. It was really funny, actually, this summer. My husband, we were down in Southern Baja, and he's usually the one that pushes the camping. He really likes to camp, and I like camping too. But he was pushing the hotels this summer. He was like, it is too hot to camp. And I was making so much fun. I was like, you are getting old, man. You have to hit a turning point in comfort level. But yeah, it just depends. I really like to check out hotels for the for the book I'm working on and for the Instagram. I do know a lot of people prefer hotels. I like to go and check out hotels. Sometimes I don't necessarily stay at them. I'll just go and like check out the rooms. It just depends. Depends on how tired we are, how badly we need a shower.
And kids, where they are in the meltdown factor. Yeah.
The kids, actually, they're hilarious. They would rather camp. They say that hotels are disgusting and that they would rather camp. So in their like planet, they would prefer to be like camped out on a beach. Like,
all right. So on the hotel front, give me a couple of your favorites.
Okay, so La Misión Santa Maria, for me, that is just a rad hotel. I love that it's like way out there. It's got that like old, like colonial vibe. I love that it's like way out there on the beach. It's just, I don't know, it's affordable, $45. Like,
right.
It's just, they keep saying they're going to build a pool. I'm not fully buying it. I love that they have a picture of a swimming pool, but it's not out there. I really like, is it El Moro? Is that the name of it? In Santa Rosalia? It's kind of funky. The rooms are, it's not the cleanest. The rooms aren't the cleanest, but I really like.
It's the first one there with the gas station? Am I thinking about this right?
No, it's past the gas station. I'm pretty sure it's
not Mama Rosalia.
Not El Rosario, Santa Rosalia.
Santa Rosalia.
Yeah, we're going all the way down.
Sorry, on the other side.
Yeah,
you and I connected about that because we both have this fascination about the place. I've never stayed there, and you did.
Love it, yeah.
Yeah, it's whole thing is so fascinating to me.
Yeah, it's really, like, the whole town is cool. I just keep wanting to go back. My parents hated that town. They read some story when I was a kid in like one of their Baja books about how like someone got robbed, and so they never wanted to hang out there. So, but I really like that town. So I think it's called El Moro.
I'll have to check that out.
I'll have to double check. Yeah, it's like a really cool hotel that like overlooks the Sea of Cortez. Beautiful sunrise view. It's got a swimming pool. Rooms aren't the cleanest, but it's just like the ambiance is really great. I really like La Tropicana in San Jose del Cabo. That's got a super cool vibe. El Cortez in Los Cabos is kind of like right downtown. It's fairly affordable, and I just like the location. It's not the nicest, but it's cool. If you want a high end, of course, there's the I was talking about it earlier, the one that Solmar. Yeah, the Grand Solmar. That's terribly fancy and fantastic. Where else do I like to stay? Oh, La Perla in La Paz. That's like a classic 1950s where all the celebrities stayed. Ensenada, I love Estero Beach. I really like how it's like down on the water down there. And they always have like really cool musicians that play down there, really cool music. La Fonda, that's like a really, really fun one. I don't know.
And have you been up to any ranches? Have you been to the Melling Ranch or any of the,
Melling Ranch is really cool.
Cowboy stuff? Have you done any of that?
Yeah. Melling Ranch is great. Yeah, they've got a cool swimming. See, I always like judge hotels on swimming pools because the kids are like big swimmers, of course. Yeah, so they've got a fun. It's cold, but the kids are like that. They've got those cool fireplaces. Mm-hmm. Melling Ranch is great. Trying to think if I know of any other mountainous hotels. None are coming to mind right now. You know, there's a place.
Quite a list already off the top of your head. Just putting you on the spot here. That's quite
there
amazing.
Is one that I really want to go to that I was reading about that I haven't been to. Maybe some of your listeners know about it. I want to say it's called Agua Verde. Maybe it's like a hot spring hotel ranch outside of Ensenada. It's not the San Carlos. I don't know if you've been out to San Carlos, but that's really cool. They're like 35, 45 minutes south of Ensenada, kind of up in the mountains. Those are really neat. But that's like more camping, and there might be a couple like little cabins. But there's another one more like east, and I think it's called Agua Verde. I need to double check, but I've read about it a couple times, and It's like where celebrities used to stay.
Wow.
And apparently it's kind of high end, and it's got hot springs out there. You know, as you probably like gathered, I'm kind of into hot springs. And apparently it's like really cool. So
interesting. And speaking of hot springs, Guadalupe Canyon, you've been up there
yes,
and done that with the family?
Times, yeah. Many times. Yeah. Back when it was cheap.
Right. Exactly.
No longer. You used to be able to camp up there for like $10. Not any longer. But Puerto Citos is a cool, weird spot.
Smelly water.
Yeah. I've connected with some guy who lives out there with his wife. He doesn't live there all the time, but he's got a place, and he keeps telling me to visit him. But it's been a while since we've taken the 5, so I need to get over there. He keeps saying, like, pop over, say hi. So
we had some good trips down there in the early 90s before my college buddies all got married. We were there with girlfriends in Volkswagen campers, and you were talking about getting friends there, and it seems like that was the last time we had a gang of, I don't know, a dozen or 16 people in Puerto Citos, and they actually kept the generator on at the bar past 10 o'clock.
Oh,
and
cool.
The old folks who lived there said, we haven't had that bar open past 10 o'clock in years. You guys must have really been killing it. But have you spent any time south of Puerto Citos? I think that's a very interesting area as well.
Oh, yeah, Gonzaga and then Punta Final. My husband actually grew up hanging out a lot down there. His good friend, the Vicks, have a place down in Punta Final, and they had a plane. So he was lucky enough to get flown down there as like a teenage, like young, like 13, 14, 15. So he spent a lot of time, and we actually had a really cool adventure. I think I've talked about it a couple times on my Instagram. One of my most memorable Baja trips. I was in my early 20s. We hiked from Catavina across to Mission Santa Maria, and then over on the Mission Trail to Punta Final.
And what time of year was that?
I want to say like spring break.
Yeah, spring.
Yeah,
so
like
it was hot, but not oppressively hot.
Yeah,
okay.
It was like incredible, really cool. It was really fun. We just drove back down in there this last Baja trip that we went on, so that was really cool. And we made it into the Oasis, which we hadn't been to before. So I have amazing pictures and videos of that, which I haven't posted yet. So.
And what time? How's your routine at home on posting to Instagram? Because you are a daily poster, which I love.
Try, yeah, not always, but yeah.
A daily poster, and you have great stuff.
Thank you.
And what time? I mean, you've got young kids and a husband who works, and I'm assuming you're keeping yourself busy all the time.
Yes,
You're not eating bonbons and posting all
No,
day.
yeah.
So when do you
I
find the
work.
time?
Oftentimes early morning before the kids wake up, I'll like start it, and then I'll like hit send right before I like send them to school. So I'll like save it and archive it, or right before I go to bed, and then I'll do it in the morning, or maybe after I send them to school, like in between like a work thing, maybe I'll send it. So oftentimes I'll start it and then I'll save it, and then Yeah,
because your stories in the last couple have just been epics.
Thank you.
There really have been epics, and the work that goes into that's astonishing.
I'm a writer, so
okay.
yeah.
Well, it shows.
Yeah. So yeah, it's often times stuff that I've sort of written and then like save, and then I'll send back, and then sometimes you'll just get a short one. Today, one I've been thinking about that today's post is going to be really short and sweet. It's just a picture of me in San Juanico, like I was probably like 19 in the picture, so I'm going to post that one today. It's just me. I'll show it to you.
Yeah, and so we're going to wrap things up here. We've
kids.
been at about just an hour,
yeah.
And I want to say, Sarah Beck, this has been really terrific to get a chance to talk to you, and I hope that people go to your. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Terrific. Well, they'll be looking at that before this podcast comes out, so they'll have to scroll back to see Sarah Beck at 19 in San Juanico.
Long ago, yeah.
Before you were Sarah Beck.
Yeah, but we were dating.
All right. Met my husband when he paddled out at dawn.
Yeah,
I
said,
story.
I think I've met you before, and he goes, no, I would have remembered you.
Wow. Well, we're going to end it right there.
All right.
So thanks for your time.
Thank
and where can people find you anywhere else besides Instagram?
Not yet. I'm working on a website, so it's coming.
Is that website going to have a name?
It's going to be a Mom's Guide to Traveling or a Mom's Guide to Traveling Baja. I haven't decided yet, so working on getting that down. Yeah.
Well, thanks again. Good talking to you.
Yeah, thank
Cheers.
you.
Don't forget to check out the BajaMap.com if you'd be interested in owning a leather-bound 60-inch canvas map of the Baja Peninsula. Thanks for hanging out with us on the Baja Sessions. We'll be back next week to chat with another